Assalamu alaikum Bloopians, I'm Asma and you're watching Bliifee, the place to be for Muslim life hacks to follow our deen more easily. And in this video we will look at 5 hacks or 5 steps to stop listening to music as a Muslim. As always, none of my videos are meant to spark any debates, so this video is not here to convince you to stop listening to music, and it is not here to say if music is haram or not. Rather, it is for those who wish to stop listening to music and are struggling to do so. So inshallah, let's get right into it. Step number 1 is to have a vision and an intention. What this means is to understand yourself with the help of these questions. Why do you listen to music? Is it for entertainment? Is it to pass time? What is your reason? How do you feel when you listen to music? And how do you feel after listening to music? After your playlist ends, how does the silence feel? Next, if you are intending to bring down the habit of listening to music, then ask yourself, why do you want to stop listening to music? Is it for the sake of Allah? Is it because the Prophet ﷺ told us that musical instruments are haram? What's your reason to stop? What's your goal? What are the rewards of striving to stop? Are you ready to give up the music of this world for the unimaginable music of Jannah? In fact, will we even get to Jannah if we continue our habit of listening to music? These points will help you create an intention and a vision, which are the most important points of stopping any bad habit or creating any new habit, so that when things get tough, it is the end goal that keeps us going, inshallah. Step 2 to quitting music is to find and download alternatives. Now, anytime we want to stop or drop a bad habit, we have to find something else to fill in that gap that is left by that bad habit. For example, if you want to stop eating unhealthy food, then you need to fill in that gap by starting to eat healthy food. Similarly, the goal here is to find other options that you can listen to instead of music. So answering the questions in the previous step as to why you're listening to music, when do you listen to it, what is the intention behind it, that is going to help you find the alternatives for your specific situation. And inshallah, I have a video here that you can watch where I have mentioned multiple halal alternatives to music that are suitable for different situations that generally people listen to music in. So inshallah, after this video, you can check that video out to help you with this point, inshallah. Step number 3 is going to be a shocker for some of us, but remember, the harder something is, if the intention behind it is pure and sincere, then the reward for it is also as big as the challenge is. So step number 3 is to delete your whole collection of music. Literally go through all your devices and remove each and every song that's got music in it. Secondly, unsubscribe from music channels as well. Now once again, this might be hard, but it's not impossible. Keep your end goal of Jannah in mind and go for it, inshallah. In this book, Atomic Habits, which is my most favorite non-fiction book ever, it is mentioned that when we want to drop a bad habit, we need to remove access to it as much as possible and replace that with easy access to the new good habit. Now, in the same example of wanting to eat healthy food, how many of us are actually going to get up and go to the kitchen, open up the shelf to grab a packet of chips if there is a bowl of juicy sliced apple sitting right in front of you? So, implementing this, we will be removing access to all the ways that might tempt us to listen to music again by deleting our collection and unsubscribing to music channels. Then replacing that with alternatives discussed in the previous step. Step number 4 is to spend time with people and become friends with those who do not listen to music. Because spending time with groups and people who do listen to music will make it harder for us to stop. For example, if your current friend group is constantly jamming to music during car rides or play games that involve music, then you're going to feel left out, and eventually Shaitan will drag us back into the trap of listening to music again. If you need some help for this step on finding good friends, then you can watch this video right here on how to find Islamic friends that will get you to Jannah, and inshallah, you might find some tips from that beneficial for this step. Now you might be thinking that what if you as a collective group of friends stop listening to music together? This might work in rare cases, but majority of the time it is important that you take yourself out of that group first, improve yourself, work on yourself, and then you can go back to helping them when you have improved yourself, inshallah. So that is why once you as an individual have passed the challenge of quitting music, then you can help your friends too, inshallah. But it is important that you take yourself out of the company of people who do not have the same goals as you. And instead, what is more beneficial is spending time with those who are on a similar journey as you or have already reached the destination that you are aiming to get to so that they can help you get to the same point as well. Step number 5 is to get to a point where music becomes just white noise to you and becomes easy to ignore. The way to get here, first of all, is when we unsubscribe to music channels, then we don't know the new songs that come out. Generally, most of us don't vibe to songs that we don't know. There's a high chance you may remember feeling disconnected to a song which is in a different language because you don't know the language. So similarly, when you don't know a song and you're not familiar with the new song that might be playing in the supermarket or on your public transport, then it becomes easier to ignore it. Slowly, as you get into the habit of stopping to listen to music, it also becomes easier to ignore the musical instruments in the background of songs too. That way, it becomes easier to focus on the task of shopping when you're out in a supermarket, or it becomes easier to focus on the view outside the window in the bus when there's music playing in the background. May Allah make it easy for all of us to reach this stage of being able to ignore music in public. Share this video with someone who also has the goal to stop listening to music, and inshallah, if they find it beneficial, then you also have a share in their rewards. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, live your beliefs and stay tuned to Bliifee. For example, if you want to stop eating unhealthy food, then you need to start eating How does the silence feel?
So my dream for Jannah grows day by day, and I pray to Allah to guide me all the way till I make it to His paradise.